Guess what time it is?
It's Dashboard Confessions.
Okay, this is Ice.
And I'm Amanda.
Together we are Two Dove Nation.
Come soar with us as we share our journey of full-time living in our casita travel trailer, the birdhouse that I'm towing right now.
Today we are going to talk about why we were here in Minnesota, Benson, Minnesota. Why were we here in Benson, Minnesota?
We were in Benson for a work camp opportunity. We met several people at Yellowstone, and there was one couple, Doug and Leslie, that do a lot of work camping. And he has experience with big machinery and everything, so he does a lot of the farming work camp or seasonal work camp stuff that's all around the Midwest.
So we decided to give it a shot. They're like, hey, it's a good opportunity, the pay's pretty good, and it's gonna last for 2 weeks.
So we were gonna be working in the scale house, and here where we're at in Benson, Minnesota, there is a huge dairy co-op. So there's a big dairy, and a lot of the farmers around plant corn or alfalfa or soybeans, and they do it for the dairy, for the cows. And we were going to be doing scale house operators for what they call corn silage. And this is where they chop up the entire plant, the corn husk and everything, chop it up and put it into silos to store for the cows.
We had what, a three week period. We already were waiting 8 days, and then he said we might have to wait for another few more days. We're looking at, possibility we're only gonna be working for about maybe like 2-3 days.
2 or 3 days before we have to leave for our other obligations. So we got here on the 2nd, and we had already been waiting.
So today's the 11th.
Yeah, so we had already been waiting 8 days.
Then we would have had to wait another 4 days to even, if it might be possible to work. So
yes. The only downside was we had to prepay for our campsites. We thought that the company might be paying for the campsite once we got here and started working, that they might pay for it, but that's not the case. So we had to prepay for 2 weeks already for our campsite to stay near where we were going to be working. Today we decided to cut our losses and
drive on and move forward to the next opportunity, wherever it may be. Hopefully
in a half mile, turn left onto Minnesota.
It's going to be in a half mile.
We're basically in a farm town.
In a farm town with a population of less than 2,000 people.
Where everybody knows each other, pretty much.
Where everybody knows your name.
Yeah! Especially at the Dashboard Confession Hangout Frame.
It's not their fault.
No, it's not.
And that's the thing is, whenever you're doing seasonal work, especially when it's agricultural, it's so dependent upon the weather. And the weather just hasn't been cooperating for the corn harvest. Our next obligation is to work at Amazon Camper Force, and they will not allow you to be late for your start date or anything. Not for us anyways. So we have to maintain that obligation because it's a lot more potential for income.
I think we stayed a little bit longer because we had people from Yellowstone that we worked with was at the campsite.
Yes,
so
we had people
that made it more tolerable. If it was us, we would have been gone even earlier.
Probably, yes. So we did have some friends that we had met from Yellowstone there with us, and we had social time with them and everything, which was really nice. Even when you do other agricultural things, such as beet harvest, at least they pay for your campsite, and you might not be working the hours, but your campsite is free, and that's an incentive for you to be at their beck and call, to wait for the weather and everything. And they also give you a completion bonus. So if you're staying there for the whole time of your contract, that's another incentive. And that might be something that this dairy needs to look into so that they can have the workers that they want for the scale house during harvest season.
Well, this is our work camp
Fail.
We tried. So we're gonna close it out here. Thank you for watching your video. Remember to spread the love. Hit that like button. Subscribe to our video. And remember, this is Ace
And Amanda
reminding you to keep soaring to the end. Out.
Out.